The Lindner Family Tennis Center in Mason, Ohio, had never witnessed anything like it. Not when Roger Federer graced its courts. Not when Rafael Nadal fought through his epic battles. Not when Serena Williams dominated with her sheer power. 30,000 voices roared in unison as Alexandra Eala walked onto the court. The Filipino flags waved like a sea of blue, red, yellow, and white. The atmosphere was electric. The tension was palpable. And standing across the net was Elena Gabriela Ruse, the woman who had broken Eala's heart 2 years ago at the U.S. Open qualifiers. The woman who had denied the Filipina her maiden Grand Slam main draw appearance with a brutal 3-set victory. The woman who had sent Eala home in tears. But this was not 2024. This was 2026. Eala was no longer a teenager fighting for a qualifying spot. She was world number 20. She was a WTA champion. She was the 17th seed at a WTA 1000 tournament with a staggering $7.5 million prize purse. She was playing in front of a massive Filipino-American crowd that had turned Cincinnati into her own personal barangay. And she was ready for revenge. Welcome to RallyVerse. Today, we break down the electrifying showdown between Alexandra Eala and Elena Gabriela Ruse at the Cincinnati Open. The history, the stakes, the crowd, and the moment when the tennis world erupted. The date was August 22, 2024. The place was Flushing Meadows, New York. A 19-year-old Filipina named Alexandra Eala stood just one match away from history. One match away from becoming the first Filipino player to reach the main draw of a Grand Slam. She had already dispatched 2 opponents and was on fire. She was confident. She was ready. And then she met Elena Gabriela Ruse. The Romanian veteran, 26 at the time, was ranked number 122 in the world. Eala was ranked number 153. The match started beautifully for the Filipina. She won the first set 6-3. The dream was within reach. And then it all fell apart. Eala lost the second set 1-6. She lost the third set 4-6. The physical discomfort that had been nagging at her finally became too much. She called for the physiotherapist. She tried to fight through it. But it wasn't enough. Ruse had stolen the victory, and Eala's dream was shattered. The tears flowed as she signed autographs for fans who told her, "It's okay, Alex. We love you, Alex. Thank you, Alex." It was the kind of heartbreak that could have crushed a lesser athlete. But Alexandra Eala is not a lesser athlete. She is a champion, and champions use their defeats as fuel. For 2 years, that loss haunted her. She remembered the feeling of coming so close and falling short. She remembered the pain of watching her dream slip away. But she also remembered something else, the lesson. That defeat taught her what it takes to compete at the highest level. It taught her that she needed to get stronger, faster, and more resilient. And she did exactly that. In the 2 years since that heartbreaking loss to Ruse, Alexandra Eala has undergone a transformation that has stunned the tennis world. She has climbed from number 153 to number 20 in the world. She has won her first WTA Tour title at the Mubadala DC Open, defeating world number 3 Jessica Pegula in the final. She has reached the 4th round of Wimbledon, stunning defending champion Iga Swiatek along the way. She has beaten the best players in the world, Coco Gauff, Alina Svitolina, Naomi Osaka, Zheng Qinwen, and Leylah Fernandez. She has become a global phenomenon. Her journey has been nothing short of remarkable. She has worked tirelessly to improve her game. She has added more power to her serve. She has developed more variety in her shots. She has become mentally tougher. And now, she is the 17th seed at the Cincinnati Open, the highest seeding of her career in a WTA 1000 tournament. The numbers tell the story. In 2024, Eala was ranked number 153 and Ruse was number 122. In 2026, Eala is number 20 and Ruse is number 74. The gap has widened significantly, and Eala is the one who has done the climbing. She has also been on a revenge tour, beating each of her last 7 opponents who previously defeated her. She has topped Mexico's Renata Zarazua, Australia's Maya Joint, Poland's Iga Swiatek, China's Zheng Qinwen, Canada's Leylah Fernandez, and USA's Jessica Pegula and Alicia Parks. The pattern is clear. When Eala loses to a player, she takes it personally. She studies the loss. She learns from it. And she comes back stronger. And now, Ruse is next on the list. The stage was set for a showdown that would capture the imagination of the tennis world. The Cincinnati Open, one of the most prestigious WTA 1000 events on the calendar, had a total prize purse of $7,433,076. The tournament was on pace to draw over 300,000 fans, shattering the previous attendance record of 285,000 set just last year. And at the center of it all was Alexandra Eala. The 17th seed had earned a first-round bye, a testament to how far she had come. Her opponent, Elena Gabriela Ruse, had arranged the rematch after breezing past Magda Linette of Poland 6-0, 6-3 in the opening round. The crowd at the Lindner Family Tennis Center was unlike anything the tournament had ever seen. Nearly 17,000 Filipino Americans call Ohio home, and they had turned out in full force. They packed the stadiums, waving flags and cheering lustily for every point. The atmosphere was electric. The energy was palpable. Eala had experienced this kind of support before. In Toronto, Filipino fans had packed the 12,500-seater arena, creating what she called a barangay atmosphere. She had even taken to Instagram to express her gratitude. Saya Paladido sa Barangay Toronto. Difficult to put into words, but very easy to be grateful for you all. Feeling the love in ways that I will probably only fully appreciate later. But Cincinnati was different. This was the biggest stage yet. The stakes were higher. The pressure was greater. And the crowd was louder. Eala was ready. The match began with tension thick enough to cut with a knife. Eala knew what was at stake. This was not just about revenge. It was about proving that she had evolved. It was about showing the tennis world that the heartbreak of 2024 was a distant memory. The first set was a battle. Eala came out firing, her ground strokes finding the corners with surgical precision. Ruse, the veteran, tried to use her experience to unsettle the young Filipina. But Eala was not the same player she had been 2 years ago. She was stronger. She was faster. She was more confident. The set went back and forth, with both players holding serve and trading breaks. But Eala's superior fitness and mental toughness began to show. She won the first set, sending a clear message that she was not going to let history repeat itself. The second set was even more dominant. Eala had found her rhythm. Her forehand was firing. Her backhand was impeccable. Her serve, which she had been working on tirelessly, was a weapon. Ruse, who had dominated Linette 6-0, 6-3 in the first round, had no answer for Eala's relentless aggression. The Filipina broke Ruse's serve repeatedly, leaving the Romanian frustrated and scrambling. Eala won the second set convincingly, stamping her authority on the match. The crowd erupted. 30,000 voices rose in unison, chanting her name and waving their flags. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. A moment that Eala had dreamed of for 2 years. A moment that made all the sacrifice, all the hard work, all the heartbreak worth it. Eala had done it. She had avenged her defeat. She had settled the score. She had proved that she was no longer the underdog. She was the champion. The victory over Ruse was more than just a win. It was a statement. It was a declaration that Alexandra Eala is here to stay. The Cincinnati Open is Eala's final major tune-up before the U.S. Open, which begins on August 30th in New York. A deep run in Ohio would give her the confidence and momentum she needs to make a serious run at the Grand Slam title. The draw in Cincinnati is stacked with top players. If Eala advances past Ruse, she could face world number 10 Amanda Anisimova in the round of 32. A potential showdown against reigning Wimbledon champion and 6th seed Linda Noskova also awaits deeper into the draw. Other notable players in her bracket include 3rd seed Jessica Pegula, whom she already beat in the DC Open final, and either Elena Rybakina or Iga Swiatek. But Eala is not afraid of the competition. She has a 9-4 record against top 10 players. She has beaten the world's best, and she is playing some of the best tennis of her career. She enters the tournament with a 7-1 record on the North American hardcourt swing. She has already won a title and reached the round of 16 of a WTA 1000 event. She is the busiest player on the WTA Tour, having played more matches than anyone else this season. But beyond the rankings and the results, Eala has something even more valuable: the support of a nation. The Filipino-American fans have transformed Cincinnati into her own personal barangay. The legends of the sport, Billie Jean King, Chris Evert, Martina Navratilova, have praised her talent and resilience. The tennis world is watching, and Alexandra Eala, is ready to deliver. The victory over Ruse was not just revenge. It was a statement of intent. It was a reminder that champions are forged in moments like these. It was a celebration of everything she has overcome. From the cracked courts of Quezon City to the bright lights of Cincinnati, Eala's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary.